friends. Welcome back to Real Talk with PK. I'm so glad you're tuning in today. This week is Thanksgiving week. And boy, are you going to eat a lot of turkey like me? Todd's joining me today, my engineer, producer, sound guy in the back. Todd, how are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Glad you're here. It's just him and I today. No special interviews. I just wanted to talk a little bit on the channel just to, I really actually want to address men. So I was talking to Todd yesterday. It's Sunday. Today's Monday. And I was talking to him about November, Todd, is supposed to be Men's Health Awareness Month. So I'm sure you have heard No Shave November. I looked that up yesterday, and it's really the money that you spend on shaving, trimming your beard, whatnot. You're supposed to take that money and put it into a charity, such as Men's Health or something like that. It creates an awareness of men's health, like prostate, different type of cancers, just awareness for men's health. So that's kind of the skinny on No Shave November. And so we wanted to talk to you about your health, not your physical health, but your spiritual health. I am not a doctor, though. I play one on TV.
I did stay at a Motel 8 last night, so.
Always wanted to say that. So, anyways, but no, I just want to talk real talk about men's stuff today and your spiritual life. And, we haven't addressed men issues yet. And I think, in our society where the woke agenda is so strong, men have been pushed to the sidelines or to the backstage, so to speak, in our life. And, we've been talking about last week with Brooke and Todd, we talked about the myths of marriage, different things like that, dating and things. And I think it's hard for people to date today, especially not knowing where our man card is anymore, because we've kind of, made it bad to be a real man today. And I think it's a godly thing to be a real man and to be strong male and strong leader in your home and in your life personally. I think that's so important. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, is try to encourage the men. And if women are listening to this today, to encourage you as well, that you want a strong man, a strong husband, a strong son, strong men in your life, because it makes society better. Don't you agree?
I do agree. Yes, for sure. I mean, that's definitely one of the biblical roles that God has given man, is to be the leader over his family and to be the head of the household. So, yeah, I mean, the fact that society is shying away from that or making it, villainizing it, really.
Right.
It just, it can really, I think it's part of what's leading to the downfall of the family.
I agree. Yeah. And what man doesn't want to fry a turkey? This is the week of Thanksgiving. Are you ready for turkey?
Oh, for sure. I already got my turkey.
Yeah.
It's going in the brine tonight.
Yeah. Are you going to fry it?
Nope, smoking it.
Oh.
It's going in the smoker on Wednesday night.
Oh.
And it'll be ready Thursday, nice and hot, right out of the smoker.
Can you save me some morsels of that? Todd is a great smoker, and he's smoked some meat for our church a few times. It's absolutely off the chart. It's really, really good. So how big a bird is it?
We only got like a 15-pound bird, but I mean, we're Thanksgiving this year is just our family.
Yeah.
So my wife actually has to work because she's now working a new job where
she has to work on Thanksgiving.
Well, she takes baby pictures in the hospital of newborns. Oh. So people don't stop having babies on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, that's true.
So she has to. It was either Thanksgiving or Christmas Day, and she decided, I'll do Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, good. Well, so she's no longer in the school system now. She's totally out.
Not completely. No, she's still doing the teacher thing 2 times a week, but yeah.
So how long does it take to smoke a 15-pound turkey?
It all depends.
What do you mean?
You can. There's a quick smoke method, so you can do it in 3 to 4 hours.
Oh no, I want the long.
No.
I want the long version.
I go slow and low. I usually do around 225 for the temperature.
Yeah.
Lots of smoke, and it usually takes. I usually do it, about 10 hours or so,
10 hours.
and get a good
So
smoke
now,
on it.
when it's in the smoker, can you open the smoker up and like put some butter on it so like the skin gets nice and crispy?
Oh, yeah.
Or no?
Yeah,
You can
and
do
I'll,
that?
I'll normally at the end
Mm-hmm.
crank the smoker up to like 350, 400, and we'll do that. We'll put some butter on the skin and
Oh, that's good.
just for like 30 minutes or so, and it'll crisp the skin up real quick.
Nice.
So, oh yeah, and I always spatchcock my turkeys. So
Yep. We started
cut
doing
the-
that too.
cut the backbone out of it.
Yep.
And you lay it flat on the grill. That way, as the smoke comes up, because I have an upright smoker, so
Okay.
as the smoke comes up, it's coming up through the meat.
Right.
I mean it's the only way to go.
Friends, he smoked some chicken, some tenderloins, some beef. What was that?
Some brisket.
Brisket.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, absolutely incredible. So you men out there, now I don't have a smoker. I wish I did, but I don't. And so if I want anything smoked, I give it to Todd and he'll do it for me. But it is an art. There is an art to smoking, isn't there?
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely it's one of those things that you got to
Play with.
play with. And
What do you
certain
like?
recipes.
What wood do you like to smoke with? What's your favorite?
Well, mine's a pellet smoker, so I like to use. I actually like it's Pit Boss is the name of the company,
Yeah.
and they have what they call the competition blend, which is a blend of hickory, oak, and cherry wood. And because hickory is one of those woods that it gives you a lot of smoke and a lot of flavor. It's very strong, so you got to be careful too with certain things. Like with the turkey, we're using applewood pellets.
Oh,
Because if you do hickory or some of the stronger woods, it can kind of leave that, I don't know what,
it's an
like
aftertaste.
the ashy smoke,
in the meat.
too much smoke.
Yeah.
Same with like because you can use the smoker to cold smoke cheeses.
Oh, yep.
And if you do cheeses, you want to use a lighter wood. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
we
you
were
need to let 'em
trimming.
rest too.
We have those pear trees at the church property, and we were trimming one year, and he took some of the pear limbs that we cut off, and he dried them out and used them. And you said they were amazing.
Oh, they were excellent. We used them for I think that was for Tyler's graduation party. We used them for the pulled pork.
Yeah.
And it was I never even thought that you could use pear wood, but
yeah.
I mean it's a fruit wood.
So if
People
I'm
use
missing any
apple,
trees
cherry, all
out
that.
there, I'll know to check with Todd because he cut the tree down, just like George Washington did with the
I
apple
cannot
tree.
tell a lie.
Was it George Washington that cut the apple
Yeah, the
tree
cherry
down?
tree.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
It was.
Oh, it was a cherry tree.
Cherry tree.
That's
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
So I want to make sure my history is right there. But well, good. So I'm a typical man. I love to grill. I don't have a smoker, and I haven't got that into that yet. But and I don't know if I will, but I really do like grilling. I even real men grill in the wintertime still. Not as often, but I will light the grill up in the wintertime, get out there in my coat and put a flashlight on the top of my head. And, because it gets dark now, we lost an hour of sleep, or we gained an hour, but we fall back. So it gets darker quicker here in the East Coast time. And so, if you're grilling like at 5 o'clock, it's dark. Can't
Right.
see the burgers, right? So you got to create a mechanism, and, they got that headgear now. It makes grilling really nice. But anyways, I think real men grill in the winter. And so I encourage you guys to get out there and grill, suck some fresh air in with the smoke. It's good for your lungs, right?
For sure.
And put some hair on your chest if you don't have any, which I don't have a lot. So, but anywho. So I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys, and maybe hopefully encourage you. And do you know how long it takes to ride a bull full session? Do you know that?
Actually, I do.
Do you? How long?
When
is
I was
it?
in high school,
Uh-huh.
I was on the rodeo team. I was a bull
Really?
rider. Yes. 8
What's-
seconds is what you have to ride to get a score.
Yes, you do.
So 8 seconds.
Full 8 seconds.
And you would think, 8 seconds, that's nothing. It's not just nothing.
I've gotten on those. I've seen people get on, and I think I did try a mechanical bull one time. It was in Dallas, one of the pastors' conferences we went to, and you just barely get on that machine. They just start to hit the button, and you're falling off. I mean, it doesn't even. It's incredible. 8 seconds is a lifetime, isn't it, on a bull riding?
It is.
What city did you live in then?
I grew up in Eugene, Oregon.
They had bull riding out there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the West Coast is still kind of the frontier
Okay.
in a lot of ways. So
how long were you in that?
2-3 years in high school.
2-3 years?
My sophomore to my senior year.
How
in
good
high
were
school.
you? Did you make it 8 seconds?
Yeah, a few times. But I
Nice.
mean, I wasn't great. I technically got a high school letter in bull
For
riding.
bull riding?
Yes.
What do you do with that?
You can put it on your Letterman jacket. I mean,
No scholarship.
we actually had to, because it wasn't considered a school sport. It was considered more of the like the club sport.
Oh, okay.
So we had to actually petition the school for our rodeo team to be able to get letters and stuff
really?
like that, and for academic progress. And
Man, I can't imagine. I mean, that bull must have been 1,200 pounds, right?
oh yeah, easily.
Easily. That's a
Easily.
small bull, probably, right?
Yeah.
So they're like over
I mean,
2,000, right?
anywhere from 8 to 800 to
2,000. Well,
almost.
so tell us, what is it like to get on the back of a bull?
It's scary. I mean, it is. It really is. 'Cause
Oh my
the
gosh.
only thing that you have holding you on the back of that bull is a rope.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, it's a special rope that
What
wraps
if your
around your hands.
What
and
if
that
your
stuff.
hand gets caught in it? Like if it doesn't
it
come
happens, especially because there's a certain way to put your hand in, and they pull it and they wrap it around a couple times, and then you're supposed to hold the tail of the rope.
out? Okay.
Okay. Well, some people will do what they call a suicide wrap, and they'll wrap it a couple times, and then they tuck it and pull it tight underneath, so it almost ties your hand in there,
Oh my gosh.
and you can't always get it loose. So
And I've seen videos like that where they have
and
to
you're
get the
just
cowboys
flailing
out
on the
there.
side of that. I mean, the rodeo clowns at that point become your best friends.
How do they untie it?
They jump on the back of the bull and they start working it. That's their job.
Wow.
And hopefully they can get it loose enough that your hand slips out. Because not only is your hand in there tied down with the rope, but before you do that, you actually take rosin and put it on your glove.
So it grips better.
And you heat it up and almost glue your hand to the rope.
Insane. You got to be crazy to do that sport.
Well, yeah, you do. I mean, I was young and dumb.
So the first time that you got on that bull, your heart rate was probably what, 200 beats per minute?
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was nerve-wracking, but it was fun. I mean, it was.
And then they teach you how to fall off a certain way, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, you learn how to come off, and
This is a Theo
stuff.
Vaughn subject. Too bad I don't have Theo in the room. I'm telling you, he's got that cowboy twang, and he would be good at this one, I would think. But wow,
Yep.
Who knew? I didn't set this up. I was going to do a little devotional, and I ran across this devotional it's called "At Full 8 Seconds." And I'm thinking, oh, that's a cool story for guys. And here, Todd, unbeknownst to me, he rides a bull. He even had a class on bull riding, sports in school, and he did it for what, 2 years, you said?
yeah, actually 3 years.
3
Technically.
years, from sophomore to senior?
senior year.
No broken bones?
Yeah, I actually had to. My parents didn't find out until my senior year.
Serious?
I had to
Really?
hi- I-
you
yeah, I
didn't
had
have to have
hide
a
it
parental
from 'em,
consent?
Oh, I did.
Would you forge your parents' signature?
Come
on,
cannot
truth comes
confirm
out.
nor deny that.
Oh, boy, here we go. Wow.
Yeah, when my mom found out, she freaked.
I'm sure she did. So you never got a broken bone?
Nope, I got lucky. I've had friends that have had serious injuries. I mean, one of my buddies, Josh, he actually came off, did kind of a weird flip off the back of the bull and landed on the ground flat on his back, and the bull's back legs hit him right on the hips, broke both of his hips, broke his whole pelvis.
Is he paralyzed?
No, he recovered completely from it, but he's still,
Wow.
I mean, he had to have all sorts of reconstructive surgery and pins and stuff like that.
Now,
and
back then, did you guys wear helmets too?
we did not.
I didn't think so
Nope.
because they do it now. Even
Oh, yeah,
in the professional bull riding, they do it. I've seen it on ESPN.
Yeah. They've started wearing helmets and what they call flak vests. It's almost like a bulletproof
Yep.
vest to
Yep.
keep from
Breaking ribs.
breaking ribs and pretty much getting gored by horns.
Yeah.
Because those bulls, they'll turn on you quick.
Oh yeah, and they're huge. I mean, they're probably over 2,000 pounds. Those monsters on ESPN.
Yep.
The National Bull Riding Association, I think they call it. I've
Yeah.
seen a few of those, and it was just amazing. Are you into UFC fighting?
I've watched a few fights. I mean,
Yeah, Trump was
Yeah.
just at one last week or 2 weeks ago, big one, I guess. Jones fought.
mhm.
I saw highlights of it. I didn't see it, but I just saw the highlights, and he won. The guy was out of boxing almost for a year, or UFC fighting for almost a year. Won the light heavyweight championship belt. Then he goes up to heavyweight and beats this guy, I think, in 3 rounds, I think it was, or 2 rounds. I'm not
That's
sure,
cool.
but gave him a kick to the side of the gut. I think it broke his ribs. The
Ow.
guy fell instantly down to the ground. Fight was over. He hit him a couple of times, done.
Yeah.
And what I thought was cool about it is that he did the Trump shuffle. You know, he's got that dance going. Everybody's doing it. NFL's doing it. Everybody's doing it right now. And he gave the belt to President Trump.
Oh, that's
He
awesome.
stepped over the ring and gave it to him. So, and that was just after the election. So it was a couple weeks ago that happened. So
That's pretty cool. No,
Yeah.
the last UFC fight that I actually watched.
I'm
was-
surprised you didn't say I did that in high school too.
No. The last UFC fight I ever watched was, or that I watched completely, was the one where Anderson Silva.
Oh,
if
I
you
remember him.
He
Yeah.
broke his leg, almost
Yep.
like almost the same break that Hutch had.
He was a Brazilian.
Yeah, he went to
kickboxer.
kick somebody, and the guy put his shin up, and his
Yep.
leg just kind of wrapped around it. Really
Yeah.
weird. It was, it was horrible.
Now, you talk about tough guys. Those dudes are tough.
Right.
Yeah, there's no lack of testosterone there.
No,
in,
I mean,
in the
look at
ring.
what was it last weekend when Alex Anceloni broke his arm.
Yeah,
He walked over the sideline. He's like, "It's broke."
yeah. I,
mean,
saw that.
No emotion, no, not crying. He's
I
like,
broke it.
He's
He
like,
said,
"I broke
it. Yeah. I'm like, oh no. So there's another star down, and the Lions keep on winning. I mean, if you're a Lions fan, wow. It's unbelievable. When Dan Campbell first came to the team, has he been our coach now? What is this, his 4th year?
Third year. I
Third
think.
year?
Yeah.
In the first
Third-
2 years, they only
third
won
full
one
year.
game. The first year he won 1 game, and then the next year I think they won 3, and then last year they went to the playoffs, almost went
Right.
to the Super Bowl.
And this year they've only lost one game.
They've only lost 1 game, yeah.
So-
But what is amazing to me, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, is their road record is unbelievable. I think it's the best in the league right now.
Yeah, they're. I mean,
They're incredible.
they're setting records or
They
they're
are
breaking
offensive
records.
record and defense. Their defense is unbelievable. I thought for sure yesterday they were going to Indianapolis was going to score in that first drive. They got all the way down to the red zone, and then they just put the clamps on them, and they only got 3 points.
Right.
And total 6
Right.
the whole game.
They got 2 field goals. I think
That
the
was
whole
it.
game.
Yeah,
Shut 'em
and
down.
we have injuries. I mean, multiple injuries, and I know other teams do too. But it's just like his mentality, Dan Campbell's mentality, is next man up, next man up, and they are playing that way. And you know, I love that mentality from Dan Campbell, and I think that's what we have to have as men, especially in our homes. Next man up. You know, something goes bad, it's that mentality of next man up. You know, you got to get your stuff together, and you got to be a leader in your home. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is, you know, as we were talking with Todd about bull riding, this little devotional that I found today was, what is the secret of being a good bull rider? What's the secret to being a good bull rider? Well, when a newspaper reporter asked a Montana cowboy that question, he pushed back his hat a little bit and he grinned. And this is what the cowboy said. He said, "You've got to just want to hang on worse than that bull wants to throw you off."
Yeah.
That was the quote. And, you know,
Wow.
and I thought about that because I read that and I thought that for a minute that I got to hang on longer than the bull wants to buck me off or throw me off his back.
That sounds like almost a John Madden answer.
Doesn't
Well,
it?
if you want to win the game, you have to score more points.
Yeah. No, yeah. And we're coming up on Thanksgiving. This Thursday's Thanksgiving. And as a kid, we always watched the Lions, as we will again this year. But John Madden and Pat Summerall were the best.
Yeah.
Weren't they the best? Those guys, John Madden, they're in the trenches and they're sweating and boogers are flying everywhere. And it's just unbelievable how he would talk. No one was like John Madden. He was the
No.
greatest. He really was, wasn't he?
No, I'm hoping that one day Tom Brady can be like that.
I do think so. I think Tom Brady won't be as
Charismatic.
charismatic as John Madden was, but he knows football like no other, and he calls the plays. They're going to do this, and they do it. And actually, for his first year, I think he's doing a bang up job. I think he's doing really good.
Yeah, he just needs to get his restrictions taken off of him.
Yeah, yeah, because he's part owner of the Raiders.
The Raiders, yeah.
Small majority owner,
Which
but
those guys, poor Raiders.
oh, they're bad.
Now they're down to their third string QB.
Yeah,
Because Gardner
there's a lot
Minshew
of
broke his
injuries this
collarbone
year.
yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of injuries this year, and the Lions have their share too. But that's the fight. We get injured, we get hurt, we get knocked down, but real men get back up.
Right.
And I wanted to talk to you about that because this devotion that I was reading today talks about how Jacob stole the birthright of his brother, and he preferred probably that 8 seconds back on the bull situation that he faced with his brother Esau. And Jacob traveled to Canaan, a journey that would reunite him with his brother Esau. And if you know the story, Jacob carried not only his possessions, but also a heart full of guilt and sin because he had taken his brother Esau's birthright. He tricked his father, and he thought that his brother would seek revenge on him. And I think Jacob spent that night alone and thinking peace and quiet. Instead, he got a fight for his life, wrestling match with God. And I think there's a lot of times that we do wrestle with the Lord. Jacob, the Bible says, wrestled with the Lord, and he left that with a limp. And I think at times, guys, you and I, we have to find ourselves when we do wrestle with the Lord, and we can't give up on our dreams. We live in a negative world, a society that always looks down instead of looking up. I've always said that you can have the philosophy of a glass half full or a glass half empty. And I choose to live my life a glass half full. I want to look at the positive things in life, not the negative. And we're surrounded by negative, and it's not saying that we don't see it, because we do see negativity all around us. But I think the difference between a bull rider who wants to look fear and death right into the eyes of that bull. I can't imagine getting on a bull and then being thrown off, 10, 15 feet in the air sometimes, the way they are, just violently, because you're like a speck of dust compared to that bull. I mean, your weight limit compared to his doesn't even compare, right?
Right.
But I think in life, when we have all this negativity around us, life tries to buck us off. Life tries to get us off the course that God has set all of us on to be. And I think we have to have that mentality of, you know what, I'm not going to get bucked off. I'm going to ride this bull until the full 8 seconds. I'm going to ride this wave until I know that God's done with me on it. And I just want to speak a word of encouragement, because I just think that, we live in a world where we have a lot of quitters. We got men who are wanting to play in girl sports. I mean, I just reject that notion. I don't like it. I'm thankful that Trump ran on that, and that, he's against that. And hopefully they're going to write some laws, and they got some people in Congress that can help in that. And I think they're going to change that. I don't want men in girls' bathrooms. I don't want them showering with them. It's wrong. And there was a lady in Congress just this past week. I saw this. She's standing up. I guess, I think it was Maine. Don't quote me, but it's one of the East Coast states hired their first transgender elective rep. And so they were starting to make a big deal that they want this guy who's pretending to be a girl to stay in the men's bathroom. and so they're fighting against it. And the Speaker of the House actually has some cojones, and he said, and he wrote something that they are changing it where they're not going to have them sharing the women's bathroom. Did you hear about that?
No, I
Yeah, it
didn't,
just dropped last week.
But they want to allow it for our kids in the schools,
Correct. And that's wrong.
but
And
not for themselves.
exactly. And so parents are standing up, and Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, is standing up, and he said, we're going to change that. We're not going to allow this individual, even though they're a representative of their country that they voted in. I think it was Maine or Massachusetts, one of those two. But they're not going to allow it. And I was like, kudos to that. That's what we need to see. We need to see men standing up for women.
Right. I agree.
We've lost that, and we need that. And you know, I've always been a strong leader in my home. I have 5 children, 2 boys and 3 girls, and I've always been a strong father and loved my girls and display to them what a male should be, what a godly father should be. And they've always looked for strong, positive males in their life. And 2 of my daughters have married good men, strong, godly men, not beta males, as my son-in-law Caleb says. Don't be a beta male. You know, and they're not. And both of my son-in-laws are good, strong, godly men. And I'm very happy about that. But I think my girls wouldn't have had that if I wasn't strong myself. Now, were there times that I wanted to quit, throw in the towel? You know, life's too hard? Absolutely. Life is hard. But you can't give up. You can't throw in the towel. You can't quit every time something goes against you. We are here on this earth to live a life that is an example to those before us so that we can encourage people in their life. And so I just think it's so important that we be godly and that we be strong male influencers in life and in people around us. I think we need that. I want to be that. And I know, Todd, you want to be that for your son and your kids because you have 3 kids. You have a son and two daughters.
I do. And I mean, especially, you know, for my son and my grandson.
Yeah, you have grandson.
You know,
yep.
I want to provide that strong male role model because if I don't, somebody else is going to.
Yes.
And that's the thing that we need to
That
we
is
really
key.
need to hear is if you're not going to provide it, if you're not going to be that,
Yes.
somebody else will.
Exactly.
Somebody else is going to be going to fulfill the father role and the manly role in your daughter's lives if you're not there for them.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I think that's a strong message.
What keeps me
Yeah.
motivated and going is that I know if I don't do it, somebody else is going to step up to it.
Exactly. And I want to be a strong grandfather too. You know, when one of my daughters had her babies, she's got 3 so far, and you know, you pick your name out. You know, what do you want to be called? And I always liked the baseball player, Big Papi from the Red
David
Sox.
Ortiz, yeah.
David Ortiz. and this was way before my kids even got married, but I'm like, you know what? That sounds cool. I want to be called Big Papi. And so when my daughter had Graham, our first grandchild, it just came back to me. I like Big Papi. And that's what they don't call me Big Papi. They just call me Papi. But I like that name, and they all call me, and they love that name. But there's an additive to it for me because Graham asked Nani, which is my wife Rachel, that's what he calls her. She wanted to be called Nani, and he said to her last week, "Is Papi? Is he strong? Is he strong like my dad?" And Nani said, "Oh yeah, Papi's real strong. Yeah, he's like one of the strongest in our family." And he is, because little kids, there's a natural a tendency inside of them. They want to be strong and they want to be big.
Right.
And that's put by God. It just comes natural to him. And he'll do his arms and say, look at my arms, Poppy. And, I can do this and I can do that. And I tell him, yes, you can. And you are strong, Graham. And that is that spirit that is put into young boys naturally by God. They don't want to be weak. They want to be strong. But yet we have a society that tells us that we are to be weak, that we are to cater and not and give in to our feelings and cater to society that is pushing males to the sidelines. And that's not biblical. It's not godly. The Bible says that we should love our wives as Christ loves the church. That doesn't mean that we're domineering and mean. It means that we are loving and gentle, but we are strong leaders. And that's what we're missing in America. And I think sometimes, guys, you have to put everything else aside when you're questioning and you're struggling, and you reach out to God and you hold on to everything that you got. Just like that cowboy holds on to that bull, that rope that Todd was talking about on his hands. He holds on with everything that he's got until he can't hold on any longer. And I think the only way that you can really escape the burden of sin in your life and the guilt is by embracing the one who defeated these burdens in our lives, along with death. Now, I make no mistake, the God who created the world and holds the stars in check, the one who created everything, he knows the most minute by minute, and he cares for you. He cares for every struggle that you have in your life. He knows what you're going through at work. He knows what you're going through in your relationships, but he loves you, and he's waiting on you to trust him with the cares and the concerns that you have in the present, past, and future. We all have these issues in our lives. Things are going to happen in our lives, and it's going to knock us back. But it's godly men, strong men, to take, so to speak, the pun, the bull by the horns and get back on that. So to paraphrase that wise Montana cowboy, you just got to hang on to God more than sin, guilt want to pull us away from God. And I want to encourage you with that. I want you to be strong men. I want you to be godly men. I want you to make right choices. And I think godly men and strong men say no to temptation. They say no to porn. Porn's a big thing in our world today. It's a strong pull on men and women. But I want you to say no to that and say yes to Jesus. I want you to get back on that bull. I want you to ride it with the power of Jesus that he gives you to live a victorious life. And strong men can say no. They don't give in to their weaknesses, because Paul said in the Word of God, my weakness will become my strength. He asked God, take my weaknesses and turn them into my strengths. And he did. And God did that in Paul's life, and he can do that in your life, and he can do that in my life if we allow him that. And so I just wanted to come on today, since this is the month for men's awareness of health issues. And, don't be afraid to go to the dentist. Don't be afraid to go to your doctor. Get healthy, get checked out. I think those are important. I just had some dental work done last week. I didn't really want to do it, but I had to get a tooth pulled and some surgery done on my jawline and to fix a problem that I had. And it wasn't easy to go through, and it's still not. I'm still healing. But, you can't just ignore issues. You got to face them. And, I grew up with a father who didn't want to go to the doctor, ignored things. And I really think in the end, it did affect my father and his health. He would still be here today if he wouldn't have ignored things like that. And that generation, I know they had a phobia of doctors, that they didn't want to go to the doctor,
Right.
Was your parents like that too?
Yeah, I mean, my dad was like that for the longest time, and I
Yeah.
think that a lot of the complications he had with his diabetes, he would have never had.
Yeah.
And that stuff had he not.
If he would have went to the doctor regularly.
Right. And to piggyback kind of on what you're saying, another thing that we need to look at as strong men is mental health. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid to go talk to somebody.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not a sign of weakness.
No,
It's, as a matter of fact, I think that it takes a lot of strength and
that's a good point.
courage, and to be able to be able to express your feelings and talk about it with somebody
Yes.
and get healthy mentally.
Yes. That's a great point, Todd. I agree with that 100%. And you need somebody to talk to. And it's not a weakness. that you want to go talk to somebody, it's a strength. You're looking at yourself and you're pointing out, man, I got a problem.
Right.
And
It's
I
never a weakness to ask for help.
Exactly.
I mean,
It's not.
and society's told us, oh, it's a weakness to ask for
Yep.
help. You need to deal with it. You're on your own.
Yeah.
Manly men deal with it on their own.
Right.
Well, no, manly men will seek out the counsel of other wise men.
Yes. Exactly. That's what the Bible says.
Right.
And so we want to encourage you, if you are struggling, with thoughts, reach out to us. We're here for you. We're always available. But talk to somebody. Talk to a professional. Talk to your wife. And you're thinking, well, I can't do that because that shows my weakness. No, it's the opposite. It actually shows you your strength. You're being vulnerable to your wife. You're showing that you are a godly man and that you can understand issues in your own life and hers. And I think that's what our world needs. We need more godly, strong men leading our families in America, and we will be a better place for it. We really will. So if you need help in that area, please, by all means, get professional help. Don't be embarrassed about it, or you can call the church. We'd love to help you in that area. But I just want to take time today on this podcast just to talk to men and just encourage you guys. We got great men at Cross Point Community Church. I'm so glad that I'm surrounded by such strong men in our church, strong leaders, great elder board, great staff members, and we are the wiser and the better because we have such good quality men in our church. So if you are watching this and you need a church home, check us on out at Cross Point Community Church. We're in Walled Lake, and you can reach out to us. My email is going to be on there at the end of this podcast. Send me an email. Let me know where you are. We're here to encourage you and to help you in anything that is going on in your world. So, will you, before we sign off, I just want to ask Todd, are you going to save me a little morsel of that beautiful turkey, if you
Yes,
have any left?
I'll save you some turkey.
Just a bite. Just a bite. That's all I want.
Just a bite.
Yeah.
I'll
So
save you
good.
enough to make you a nice little turkey sandwich. How
Oh,
about
that would be great. Now that's manly. A turkey sandwich with real mayo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. None of that fake
Yeah,
stuff.
well, we did a test run a couple weeks ago with a turkey. I wanted to do a test run to try it out. And so
How was it?
Oh, it was awesome.
Perfect.
We did it for the Oregon-Michigan game.
Oh, you did?
We smoked the turkey and then sliced it up real thin and made turkey sandwiches and
Nice.
made big old subs out of it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Oh, perfect. Well, the Ducks are 11-0. That's Todd's team. He's from Oregon, so I'm pulling for the Ducks actually. Michigan, we were national champs last year. We're not going to make it this year. We had a horrible year this year. We're 6-5, but we do play the Bucks this weekend. Hopefully, we don't get blown out. I'm pulling for my team that they'll show up to this game. But your team already beat the Bucks,
Right,
So
and if depending on what happens, it looks like we may have to beat them again.
yeah,
the Big
'cause
Ten
they'll be in the Big
championship.
Ten championship for sure. I'm pretty sure Buckeyes we're going to win this year. We've beaten them 3 years in a row now. Pretty much embarrassed them the last 3 games.
Yeah,
so.
if you actually go on, I think it's Ticketmaster's website for the Big Ten championship game because it's
Yeah.
in Indianapolis this year. You can buy tickets. It says Oregon Ducks versus to be determined.
yeah, because you guys already won your division out there.
we've taken once Indiana lost, we took the
You
Big
took
Ten.
the crown, yeah. So good. So, anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. Thanks for listening to this podcast. I hope it's encouraging to you guys, especially to the men this month. So go to the doctor, get checked, get right, start working out, get your mental mind strong and ready. Stay in the Word of God. Remember, it's only 8-second ride, friends. And with the Lord, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So for next time, keeping it real with you. God bless you. Have a great day.